Who, your boyfriend? But you have to go to work or something? Yeah. Too old. Oh, he needs rest. Always. Hola, ¿cómo está? Your average logical thinker. How you doing? How you doing? You don't hear me? Can you hear me now? Yeah, I had it on mute for a minute. Can you hear me? Yeah. I told you they Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on.
You got a nice figure and you crank.
It's Exodus. We read from the Exodus. Exodus 20. The Ten Commandments. I was trying to see if Frank and Cynthia was gonna show up. I don't know if Miss Cynthia doing hers on Facebook because she just be popping up late at night on Facebook doing her Bible study and stuff. So I don't know what she doing. But I can send. I think I had sent Frank the link a minute ago. But it should be in Exodus. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. I thought it said wife. Okay, it do say wife though. His ass. Thou shalt not covet his neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maid servant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. All the people say that the thundering and lightning. Wait, what is that supposed to be like a donkey? So a man ain't supposed to be in another man's house trying to get his wife, his maid, nothing. His man, his butler, but dudes do it all the time. Thou shalt not make unto thee any given image of any likeness or anything that is in heaven above. Thou shalt not have no other gods before me. I didn't read them in order though. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them nor serve them. And shewing mercy of the thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Thou shalt not take the name of God, thy name in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that's taking his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. 6 days shall thou labor all that work. By the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. So we ain't supposed to be working on the Sabbath. Well, I don't be working on the Sabbath day anyway. That's what I say. It say that like that's why I'm supposed to be stop trying to curse. But I'm sitting up in the Bible and I'm saying ass. Like, come on now, Lord. Come on, God. What you doing? Yeah, that's what this is my this is a holy Bible. This is old. I know how to read.
So you're not cursing them.
That's what I'm saying. It say his ain't that ass right? Can you see that little word? At his ass. Am I pointing at it?
Ass a donkey.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Why don't say donkey though?
Same thing.
Like, so we can cuss.
Like a bitch is a dog.
That's why I call somebody an ass. Yeah, but that's why I say when I'm about to cuss, I'm gonna say female dog, but it's a bitch. So you calling me a female dog if you calling me a biatch. But I don't do stuff like my dog.
Bitch, you can't call it. It's not cussing. You just
The word is the devil is in the detail. What up, Frank Brown? How you doing, Prophet Frank? How you doing? I was wondering if Adam had to here will show the notifications. I had it marked from the last time I got it. Thanks. That is introduce us to your company. Oh, that's my friend. She don't want to be on the camera. She don't want to be on camera. She just listening. Golly, what was it like 100 and stuff things we supposed to do? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, hand for a hand, foot for a foot.
My nigga, I did Bible study with my friend. Like, oh my God, he never old. He did Bible study. He was kicking it and did Bible study. I'm not sure. Oh, listen. Oh, I'm talking about it.
What you say?
Listen. When I called you earlier. Remember I called you back earlier?
Oh yeah.
He didn't believe me.
Oh, he thought you was going about dude house. Cause that's all you be talking to. That's all you got in your goddamn phone. It's like you actually has a female friend. You actually have a female friend that you ain't calling crazy and ugly. She was like, yeah. I'm surprised you don't kick it with what's his name, baby mama no more. What's his name? Curtis?
Nikki?
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't liked her since that one barbecue when they act like they were trying to jump you or something. Like, what y'all doing over here? Like, you didn't got stabbed, girl.
That was fun. I heard everybody else.
Your average logical thinker says, hey, friend. Mo says, hey, friend. Oh, there's a lot that God commands us. Yeah, I remember Miss Cynthia told us how many it was before. And when I watched Pastor Stephen Darby, that's why God tried to shorten it to at least 10 commandments because we couldn't be doing it. It was like 166, 300. It's a lot. So we could barely do the first one in the garden. When they ate the fruit already, he only had one. Like, don't eat that over there. Don't even look at the tree. Don't touch it. And then Eve was like, no, I want to listen to that. And then he was like, I'm going to give y'all 10 commandments and 7 sins not to do it. We was like, no, I ain't going to listen to that either. And we not doing none of that either. And then we'd be like, why is the world so damned? Because we disobedient to God in all ways possible. Ooh. So you doing okay, Frank? Is y'all ready? I was hoping Miss Cynthia came in so we could get this debate going to see why they bringing the 10 Commandments back into the school system. It is a lot of good things that we should be doing, especially with honor thy mother, thy father, that thy days may be long. Huh? Yep, in Florida, they implemented the 10 Commandments. So I guess it's like an experiment or something.
Right, that's good news, right?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Maybe not. Like they already then destroyed the rest of us, took it out the school, took all the other stuff out of there. Now they trying to make sure the younger kids know about morals and standards and values. But it all depends because, what they really teaching them and what they trying to say. Like if they trying to
I think that's good to
enslave them.
Not steal, not kill, not,
covet thy neighbor's wives. Yeah. They don't because they don't hold accountability or get judged because everybody want to use this. Only God can judge me. So therefore, it gives everybody a free ticket to do whatever the heck they want to do in life. Because if I'm not God and you ain't God, then everybody can just live the way they wanted to. They can go fornicate with anybody. They can go do whatever drugs, do whatever, kill somebody and think they ain't. Well, what's the problem? You ain't God. You can't judge me. You know what I'm saying? Everything that God telling us to do, somebody like, well, you ain't God, so only God can judge me. So that's why we put shame. People like, we got to bring shame back. We got to bring this. No, who without the first sin cast the first stone. So if all of us out here standing and can't nobody cast no stones, then it's going to stay the way it is. The world going to be full of chaos and confusion. Because nobody feels like people on this earth can judge us, but we got these judges in these courtrooms that'll lock us up and send us away with, and they use the Bible every day. But they try to say church and state is separate, but it's not. Because if you kill somebody, who's your judge? If you get caught, you got to go down to the courthouse, right? Federal, state. But if I say I can't be in the street, I can't get street justice, I ain't supposed to judge you. You kill my mama, I kill your mama, I kill your daddy, right? No, it don't work like that. Then you got to go down to the courthouse. 12 people, you got 12 people that can judge you, right? And say, oh, if you guilty or not guilty, or we believe you or not. But we as the citizens, we can no longer supposed to judge each other. To be like, hey, you ain't supposed to be doing that. And now we got pedophiles, molesters, motherfuckers like, you can't judge me. I like little kids. Like they trying to add that to the LBGQ or whatever community to say they got a disease, they got a sickness where they like children. You know, they just happen to like children. It's just a sickness. So when and there's nobody to say who can do what, why are we surprised that people dying every day in the street? Why are we surprised that our sons and daughters don't want to do shit? Why are we surprised that every time we turn around, people twerking and fucking and fornicating and don't care? Like we shouldn't be surprised because who can judge who? Because even if you smoke weed, even if you didn't have sex before marriage, like you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Your average psycho thinker said is shaming working though. That it ain't working because nobody thinks they should be shamed because they think everybody is sinning. They like, well, what is you doing? How you gonna say this about me and you doing this? Like, who without sin cast the first stone? That's why it's not working because we don't have no real pure Christians out here who's not doing anything, who's not disobeying God. Where you got all these fake churches and these fake pastors. Exactly. Nothing is a sin. Is a sin in the human eyes. So who am I to say that you ain't supposed to be doing what you're doing? That's why I say people kept telling me to humble myself. You need to humble yourself. You can't judge me. You can't shame me to say, oh, I got 6, 7 kids. I got this going on, Marie. Who is you? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if God and Jesus ain't showing up to come down here and rain on our parade, what can we say? That's why God stepped back for a minute and said, hey, I'm going to let y'all judge each other, but that's definitely not going to work because who's not in sin? Who's not doing so? Who the perfect? Who's Jesus? Who's Jesus? So he sent his only begotten son before who did not have no sin, who was able to get through all of that and did not break down. But every day we disobedient. Every day. Like you see me, even the simplest stuff, I'm trying not to curse. Like I'm trying to fast. You know, how can we not do not, talk about my mama? Like I said the other day, I had to be like, listen, I forgive, let go, and whatever's happening. Because there's a lot of commandments, a lot of laws that we done broken. We've been very disobedient, and it's like, is that really going to help these children in this day and age? How far the world has gotten? Like, can you really tell a 15-year-old something? We got children killing their own parents over cell phones. Like, can you tell these kids something these days or not? You can't even tell adults nothing. Like, no, don't do that. It's unsafe to go get a BBL. You can't tell me nothing. Now they unalive. Now what we gotta do? We gotta be like, well, they was grown. And that's the key words, like they grown. So I mean, what can any of us do? Who are the judges? Who are the people to do the shaming? Because every time it seems like the person try to do some shaming, be having way more going on than you know what I'm saying, the person they trying to expose and shame. So that's why I say I get on here and try to expose myself per se, because once I actually get with God, get with Jesus, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, you know, can I be the one to put in the shame? Or will what my past be brought up? Well, you used to do this and this happened, and you know what I'm saying? So who is going to give out the shame? It's kind of like example of reality TV where I know I watch Basketball Wives or whatever. It's this lady named Jackie Christie on there. She's basically the only real basketball wife. She's been with her husband for over 20, 30 years or whatever, married to him. However, one of her castmates, Evelyn Gazzado, whatever her name is, wanted to try to bring up something that happened in Jackie's past from literally 1987, where Jackie Christie was supposed to have been arrested for escorting or prostitution back in 1987, more than almost 40 years ago, right? So it's like, Evelyn, of all people, why would you be the one to try to expose this lady, knowing that in the present tense you are actually being allegedly a 304, and your daughter, who's just pregnant by the game, the rapper, who are you to try to expose this lady when she actually has a husband, been married to this man since that day, has children, still married to him? They get married literally every year. Like, Why are you the one trying to point out her faults from 1987? Why? Why? Like, who is the person that's supposed to be judging that? And if we are going to teach these children the 10 Commandments in school, are these children even ready for that? Are we going to start in kindergarten, preschool? Are we just going to give it to the middle schoolers? Because by the time they in middle school, these kids is a hot mess. So, you know, that's why I say, I just want to see why all of a sudden it's illegal to be homeless, yet y'all implementing the 10 Commandments. And I'm sure that we're supposed to be taking care of each other if y'all trying to put the Bible in school. You know what I'm saying? Like, help out the homeless people. What you looking for? Yeah, I think so. What you do with your? It's another. You get another one up there. That's what I'm saying. It's your throwing in the gut. It's plastic. Oh. So yeah, your average logical thinker said a lot of parents believe the school is supposed to be the first teacher. So why not let them teach the commandments? And that's the whole thing. Why would you? Because the teachers and stuff is actually like the second and third parent. They not the first parent. They not the first parents, but that's what, like I said, the outsourcing of the parenting. Like, you just send your kids to school, they getting taught whatever. All type of stuff going on. You don't know. They probably getting taught white supremacy, racism. You know what I'm saying? Coming back, wondering why your kids so aggressive with you. And why all of a sudden they knucking and bucking at you all of a sudden, like, dang, I'm your mom, I feed you every day, keep a roof over your head, making sure you get to this school. But all of a sudden, you in the school talking to the social workers and all this behind my back. Because what is the agenda? You shouldn't be the first people because I should be taking you to church if that's my religion. And that's another thing. Everybody don't believe in God. Everybody don't believe in Jesus. So why would you be putting that up in the school to tell all the children? It might be Muslims, especially a public school. You know, Muslims, Israelites, all type of different religions and spirituality going on there. And I remember reading an article where one school even let the kids have what is it, like a Satan club, like a demon club, because they said that was going against because they had Christian club. So they was like, well, we gonna let the Christian, have a club. We gonna let the same because they didn't believe it was like evil because it was kids and stuff like that. So it was like we gonna let everybody do what they gonna do after school recreational activities. So it's like, where is this really leading to, and what the heck is y'all talking about? Okay, you shouldn't be teaching my kids nothing about God or anything. They should be knowing what we doing at home because might not even believe in God. We might believe in trees. We might believe in Israelite. We might believe in Muhammad. Like, who is y'all to be talking about the 10 Commandments? Who is y'all to be trying to be the moral police all of a sudden? When y'all let people get shot in the face by sheriff deputies and stuff. Like, what is going on here? Your advertising said Evelyn Lazarus is best example of how the world is turning. Is it acceptable to commit the sin, the crime, and shame another for doing the same? Yeah. And she tried to get upset at Jackie Christie on the show when Jackie Christie confronted her about the stuff she was trying to say about Jackie Christie's oldest daughter, And, she called Evelyn's daughter a builder a 304, which she wasn't off because I'm like, how was your 20-some-year-old daughter dating the rapper The Game and now she's pregnant by this man? Like, girl, what? Out of all the men in the world, out of all the people her age, she could have been in college, anything. You already setting your daughter up for failure. This man was on a whole TV show, everything with a hot man. It's just like, that's why there should not be relationship goals. People should not be looking up to celebrities and idolizing these boss people because they don't even be having their life together. Doing the most with people. And you definitely right. Like, how you gonna talk about her when you doing the most? You don't even have a husband. You have baby daddies. Private Frank Brown says they claim they are trying not to cause confusion with other kids' religion, so they just took it out the school. Yeah, because that's all I was thinking from jump. Because, like, especially in like I said, a public school, if this was like a Christian school, Catholic school, then I could see, it'll already be in there. But when you have a public school, You don't know what those children believe in. Then you telling them, oh, well, you got to do this for a class and you got to do that. No, you need to be putting driver's education back in. You need to be putting home economics back in. I think y'all got the wrong direction in y'all head. Y'all need to be putting back how the juniors and your seniors have internships and jobs and career sites before they leave the school. So because everybody don't want to go to college, so y'all work with the city and whatever to get these kids, CNA license, construction, stuff of that nature. And also, like I said, the home ec where everybody learns how to cook. The man, the woman, sew. Take the little baby home, whether it's an egg, a bag of flour, the new babies they got. Learn how to be a parent, keep you from having all these babies. But y'all worried about religion.
Do you
What the
think
hell?
they could do like a mixture of both? Like they can like do that, like high end, what you talking about, and also do morals and like ethics and business, like mixed law, like hey, don't kill, don't steal, and while you doing that, be professional, get some money, like just mix all.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool, right?
That's why they need to start from kindergarten.
I can be a business person like, oh, I'm a cop and I'm doing this, but you out, you a crooked, you know what I'm saying? You crooked, you gotta have more like
Ethics.
everything
Ethics.
Everything like.
Because they're supposed to protect and serve, right? They're supposed to be peace officers.
Right.
We call it's devil in the detail. They're no longer peace officers, right? They police officers now. They actually work for us. We pay FICA, local, everything. So when they come, they're supposed to be protecting and serving us, not arresting us and doing so.
Right,
We supposed to be. We supposed to be teaching
professional and have morals too, because it go hand in hand.
Teach them how to be a peace officer.
Right.
Because back in the day when we had the peace officers come, they used to come to the kids, give them baseball cards, have little events where they had a fire department and everything.
Have morals.
But you learn that at home. Before he become a police officer at the age of 18, 19, 20 years old, he has to know how to have those morals and values at home. So we got to see how they was even raised, like I said, from the religion.
You can't be a corrupt professional. Like you could be professional all you want, but if you're corrupting your mind, that don't mean nothing.
It's how the world working. How is this working out? Corruption is greed. Greed is capitalism. They telling us to vote for Kamala Harris, who likes to keep people incarcerated longer than they're supposed to. Had evidence so that a man would get, unalive, executed when he was innocent. That we don't deal with flesh and blood, we deal with princes and principalities, meaning the people in the higher ups. So in order for our police and everything else to be corrupt, it got to be coming from the people that's allowing the corruption, right? So if that cop learned when he was from his home that when I get a job as a police officer, I'm not going to go out here and be racist. I'm not going to be classist. I'm not going to care about what. I'm going to actually be upholding the law. I'm going to believe in justice. Now, along the way, if he gets along with sin and corruption, he might get out there in the street and be cynical. He might run into a group of white dudes at the police station who don't like black people, but he wasn't raised like that. But he can't go against 80 people of corruption because of his own one belief. Well, my mom and daddy told me I don't care what color they are. I'm not gonna beat them. I'm just not gonna arrest them for no reason. I'm not gonna unalive nobody. But I got 80 people that been in the KKK and white supremacy who don't give a damn what I'm saying. I'm not gonna involve myself in it, but I can't say nothing either. So that's why I say if we got corruption bleeding through our streets, why would we want these same people trying to put it in the school system? And just like your average logical thinker was saying, the first teacher's really supposed to be us. We supposed to be teaching the Bible. We supposed to be just like I took my son to church. He got baptized at my church over here, Mount Vernon Baptist Church, when he was 13. So it's like I'm not waiting for no school to teach my son about right and wrong. And who I still teach him to this day. My son will laugh just like he'll be, well, look at that homeless man because we around here. No, that could be you one day. It has been me by choice of us. So when you have to teach your own children morals and values, we can't be sitting here blaming, oh, well, now they at school. Now we need to tell them not to kill, not to steal. Well, shouldn't your mom and daddy been telling you that? You didn't learn that when you was a baby?
Obviously. No. Sorry. They probably did. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We weren't there.
And that's the thing. So that's what we running off of now is people.
It's gonna hurt to tell somebody not to sell. It's not gonna hurt.
Listen, this is my favorite thing. This is my favorite example before I was even on this. You cannot tell serial killers to stop killing people.
I know you can't tell.
You gonna end up the dead one.
It's not gonna hurt though.
I didn't say it wasn't gonna hurt. It gonna hurt a lot.
And
you gotta speak to the people that God wants you to speak your purpose to. Just like when that was the Asian man or something got on that boat and thought he was gonna go to that native island, go tell them about Jesus, and he came up unalive. They dragged him up in there. And, who is you? Okay, and unalived him. They don't know nothing about no Jesus. That wasn't the right time. He wasn't the right messenger. So the school is not the right messenger. The parents is. So my parents might be witches.
It took a village to raise a kid.
My parents might be witches. I got cousins that are witches that got altars of things, right? I believe in God. So when our kids mix together, what do you think gonna happen? What do you think will happen? Where my son at now? See, that's why you have to understand that it don't come from school or nothing, because everybody believes in something different. Even though we came from the same grandma, I grew up with them. We birthday parties. I'm talking about, this is my oldest cousin, and she's a witch, literally. She don't believe in God.
I think I got witches in my family.
She don't believe in that. So that's what I say when you're trying to say, oh, well, we just gonna tell you, you gonna tell them about Jesus, they gonna put a curse on you. And now you're going to have to bind it, and now you're going to have to pray about it, because we don't know what people doing in their household. And now we're trying to confuse children when they come to school and they learning something else at home. Y'all might not even believe in God. Y'all might be like, oh, no, we don't open the Bible. None of that.
They learn the wrong thing at home. It's a good thing school taught them the right thing.
Who's saying they teaching them the right thing, though? That's what I'm saying.
Just telling a kid not to steal or kill or plot or do shifty stuff, that's right.
And you have to lead by example.
Treat people how you want to be treated. What's wrong with that?
And you lead by example, right? Okay, it's cool. And I'm going to be like, Ma, guess what I learned at school today?
I got to treat people the way I want to be treated. And you get slapped.
Because who the hell told you
slap
that?
her ass back? You know, that's how you want to be treated.
That's what I'm like. People, listen. Households is different. My son went with his father with the baby mama. My son was trying to pray over his food. They told him, we don't do that. Don't do that. I told my son, because he still want to be around his dad, pray in your mind, whisper. This is not just me talking. This is from experience. Everybody don't believe in Jesus and God.
I know.
So this a whole household full of people against my son that's 8 years old, and his mama taught him to pray over his food. You don't know who didn't put anything in what. But then that's his whole people, right? But you telling them, let's go teach it. No, because we might have a little Israelite girl. We had a Muslim person.
They getting taught though. Everyone's getting taught.
Is they getting taught that?
They're getting taught Muslim.
Are they getting taught that?
Yeah, everyone's getting taught.
So why do the Muslims over there put bombs on their body and get on buses and unalive people?
That's satanic.
Do they believe in that? Do they believe that all colors, it doesn't matter what the Bible say, all colors is love? Love. How do I know? They might have been taught that stabbing somebody is love.
Christian not going to teach you, go put a bomb in your body, blow yourself up. No.
That's Muslim. But in a public school setting, everybody's not a Christian.
What's wrong with doing the right thing?
There's nothing wrong with it when you're trying to implement something that's not going to work at the end. Like I said, I would do it in a kindergarten setting, not a middle school or a high school.
That's follow you through your whole life.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They trying to implement, now you in the 5th, 6th grade.
That's going to follow you forever.
You got to start off with this.
6th grade, 7th grade, 10th grade, 9th grade.
From kindergarten, from birth.
Right.
Because it's just like this one couple. I just watched this one couple. And he believes in God. He believes in being a patriot to his country. She does not believe in God. She believes that you can be whatever you want. You got to be patriot to the country. So he said he don't want her to have his children and talk to them. If they do have children, he don't want her talking to them about what the hell coming out her mouth. Right? Even that is 2 people in a household. So you telling me 12 children in a classroom where you're telling people about the commandments that are in the Bible. This is not the Quran. This is not the John. It's different books that people read. Everybody is not going to be receptive to the 10 Commandments. A lot of students might go against it because they want to rebel. You ain't going to tell me what to do.
You want to get somebody to say, don't steal.
Okay.
How can you go get doing the right thing?
So you telling me that the people that stealing never was told not to steal?
If you go get the right thing, I mean you're fucked up in the head.
So you telling me that people that steal, once in their life somebody told them not to steal?
Just like me, I'm coming to your house. I will
if
I won't do nothing but
that's you. That's you. But another person to come in here won't give a hot damn. And that same person would be taught the same morals and values as you.
For example, if I wasn't to follow the 10 Commandments, you wouldn't be my friend. You won't allow me in here. That'd be a shiesty motherfucker. You would not allow me to be in space. Oh yeah, steal, kill, like get the fuck away from me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that shit around me. I want somebody around me who's good for me, good for me, police shit. You know what I'm saying? Weird, shiesty shit. So it's a good thing that I'm following the 10 Commandments because that's why you hang around me.
But what I'm saying is, how did you learn the 10 Commandments? Who taught you?
The Bible.
When did you read it? You just came along and was like, ooh, a book.
I don't.
Did you go to church with your mama, your grandma, your auntie? When did you start? You younger than me. When did you start to learn that stealing or killing is wrong? You went to school? Did the school tell you? It ain't no forgot now. You talking all that stuff, it ain't no forgot. Where did you learn not to steal, kill, and destroy? No, because I learned from my grandma. So that's what I'm saying. I didn't learn from no school. I didn't learn from it. I learned from my grandma. Then I learned from my mama when I tried to steal from Piggly Wiggly when she whooped my ass. So that's what I'm saying. It don't come from no school trying to tell you. The school can reiterate it where they can back up the parents and your belief. If that's your belief, like no, if y'all believe in no, because you can have families who believe in klepto, who believe in stealing. That's how they make their money. Stealing, robbing, and scamming. And then you come over there and be like, you know what? Or I come and I be like, you know what? We all should work. Go get a job. Why y'all got a 9 to 5? They're going to be like, what's wrong with this Looney Tune? I'm scamming. I'm robbing. But nobody told them not to do it? No, because they didn't get caught before by the police. They didn't went to jail before. So why continue to do it if you know that it's not correct? Because sometimes it's just a way of life. And you can't be sitting around telling everybody what to do and how to do it. It's a way to do that.
They're not telling them how to do it. No, nothing's putting a gun in here. They just, you know what I'm saying? Just tell them right here. You know, just trying to help.
How you doing, Ashley? How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Earl? How you doing today?
Just important is don't steal.
How you doing, MzMarizSweetz Solutions? How you doing, A. Marie? How you doing, beautiful? Yes, home is always gonna be your first teacher. Let me go down because I just been yapping and talking. How you doing, Savage Gang? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. No, he not no bot. My bad. Savage Gang, is he cool? He ain't no troll. He's talking about Reverend Marie. Shut up, Earl Sanders. I'm here for church. Hey, Earl. Hey, beautiful Ashley. Sweet, you got to repeat what she's saying because we can't hear her, please. Oh, I got to repeat what you're saying. They trying to hear your perspective on the matter. Say, preach, she's speaking the word. What's happening, y'all? What's going on? How you doing, MzMarizSweetz Solutions? How you doing, Marcus? He said, not much. We just chilling, trying to see what's going on. I don't know, my stuff be doing that. But they like it, though. They feel you. They hear you. So I repeat what you're saying. But, yeah, that's what I'm just saying, though. Like, for real. Like, you have to know.
It's hard to follow the Bible because even me as being a Christian, I struggle with things. You know what I mean? But that don't mean I'm still trying to do the right thing, you know?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But a lot of people is not trying to do the right thing. They don't give a hot damn about doing the right thing.
It's hard doing the right thing.
Like, some people really like to unalive people, you know? Like, some people just like chaos and confusion.
Mine come more from, like, temptation.
Exactly.
But the Bible says all sin is wrong. Even if you have sex, you know, all that.
Fornication.
Yeah, that's where mine really stems from, not doing nobody bogus.
But that's where other things can come from, you know? So once you open up the door to the one sin, that's where everything else falls from. So that's why I told you, and that's why I tell people, like, I'm not looking for no man, no friend, no nothing, because they also have aura, they got energy, and now I'm opening up the doors that they got and the stuff that they doing, and latching up, like, it's too much. I'm only supposed to be opening up myself for my husband. So why would I keep giving my energy myself to all these random ass people and then wondering why I got schizophrenia? Like, no, I went crazy for a minute. Like, hell no, dude, get away from me. Like, get away from me, because all these women that you sleeping with is driving me insane. Like, I ain't never been this insane. Like, I'm running around, literally losing my goddamn mind. So I had to get up out of that. And I've been clear ever since. So that's why I be like, get away from me.
What if they don't see what I'm doing?
What if they don't sleep with a lot of men? That ain't the only goddamn sin. That's why I say anything. Be smoking marijuana. That opens up a door.
That's herb.
Exactly. And that's how people doing witchcraft. Burn sage. Everything. You're burning something.
God brought the herb for healing.
God brought a plant. He didn't say you're supposed to burn it up and smoke it. So that's the sin of my open door. So once you open that door, now you're allowing other people. Now you got to get the drug. You got to talk to a drug dealer. You got to talk to this person. You don't know what doors you open it up. It ain't always got to be about fornication.
It's legal.
Where? It's legal where?
Yeah, any dispensary.
That don't even be. It's a dispensary in Wisconsin, or you talking about go to Chicago?
This is smoke shop on every block.
That's not real weed. That's hemp.
Okay, well,
that's not marijuana. And that's what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm smoking. I'm not gonna just be smoking this, and then now people got the vape pens, and like I said, all of those doors open. It don't always. It mainly starts with fornication, because a lot of us fornicate before we do alcohol as a teenager. We usually indulge in sex, and then that door opens up the rest of the doors. So that's why we try to focus on fornication, because people don't think that. They just like, I'm just sleeping with somebody, or I'm just doing. No, you're opening up the door for the rest of the stuff to run on in there. So that leaves us, like I said, drug, alcohol, fornication, whatever else goes on with it. So that's how a lot of us get opened up to that. Like I said, as a teenager, we have premarital sex. Men we don't know, may not even be, consensual sometimes. Things happen.
A sexy friend.
Yeah, for real. Like, for real. That's how people become homosexual, lesbians,
Lesbian for one night.
Then they friends, even with the males, be like, hey, how does it feel to get your dingling sucked? We don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I ain't gonna tell nobody. We 14 years old. Things happen.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, A. Marie says, don't they burn sage in church? Not at my church, but yeah, they be burning sage in the church and doing that, you know what I'm saying? Burning stuff, trying to get rid of whatever the heck supposed to be up in there. I don't know. I ain't never burned no sage in my church, but I know they do it when they burning altars. So that's why I say, I didn't have women come in my house like, I'm going to burn some sage. If I'm going to burn something, it's going to be some marijuana, man. You better get up out of here. Because that's how the witchcraft get on. You get through there, through the weed and the herbs, okay? You don't know who doing what and who trying to do anything to you. But that's just my understanding, my belief. So like I said, that's why we're here to talk about it, all right? So that's why my friend said, what if you're not indulging in fornication? What if that's not your sin of choice? How does that have? Or what if it is? What if that's your, you finna attract a whole lot of demons. You finna attract demons and schizophrenia, okay? Alcoholism, depression, because that is a lot. Like I was trying to do that with your average logical thinker when I was talking about the soul ties. And you, especially as a woman, allowing all them different men up inside of you, and you wondering why, you know what I'm saying?
What if you got a crush on your sexy friend?
Who you talking about, me?
I was
like, girl, you ain't got no crush on me, girl, just stop playing. So what is are you talking to him? What's up? Speaking to each other. No, that's the energy. No, you're not finna be teaching my kids no goddamn 10 commandments. Or how are they? But yeah, hey Marie, where they be burning that sage at the church? What church that be at? The Holy Redeemer? No, where they be at? Christian Faith. Like I said, my church, Mount Vernon Baptist Church over here off of 18th and North Avenue. Pastor Jackson's wife and them. Where they be burning the sage at? That's crazy. That is insane. So I was hoping we would go do the debate. I see Miss Cynthia ain't showed up. I did get on here kind of late though tonight. So everybody probably tired trying to get ready for the week because it is Sunday, Soulful Sundays. You said you not surprised they be burning sage in the church? That's crazy. These churches ain't what they used to be. That is insane. But I got my old school, got the old school. Mine's all toe up until I didn't have this Bible too long. I got my other one over there open. I got the other one in my car open. This mug is shut up. But I was reading out of Exodus 20, verse 1 through dang near the whole end of the chapter. Through 22. Yeah, that's how I'm trying to cleanse myself. Like, you see my skin and stuff. Smoking them blunts. Got my skin looking crazy. Like, I thought somebody was trying to slip me some cocaine or something. Like, what the hell? I'm on drugs. Like, I got some heroin. My doctor be like, "Is something wrong with you?" Yes, your average logical thinker is the King James version. It's an old school version. It's the King James. You got all of this. I think this is only the first. The Old Testament. No, I got the Old and the New Testament in here. Let me see. Yeah, we got the Old and the New Testament. This is my Exodus, and I thank you, Lord. So that's our little offering, man. We give tithes and offering. Gotta keep the little envelopes. And then somebody had gave me this check. They told me to sign it and put it in my Bible, and I'll never be broke again. But I be in between my blessings. Because my cousin them trying to do witchcraft on me and talking about I killed their cat. Yeah, it's been a lot. Like, seriously, they was telling everybody that. I was like, what is wrong with you people? Like, y'all the ones be doing that stuff. I'm like, well, let me get away from y'all. Yep, you remember Sean? Yep, they was telling him that too. He just had fixed my car. I'm like, why would y'all be running around telling people that? What's wrong with you? You said, oh, your average life is so sweet. You agree that the commandments should not be taught in school. No, not at this time. No, this is not the time for kids to be. I don't know if he's trying to see what you want to see. Go on to YouTube. You got YouTube on there. You can go on there. I thought I gave you my channel. MzSweetz Talk. So Sweets, you agree? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I'm glad they took it out because I'm like, what is y'all doing? This is the same man. This the same man that, talking about homelessness is illegal. So it's crazy. No, you can turn it down. So it's crazy. I put it on mute. You say, oh snap, be hitting the blunt like Snoop. Let me find out. I'm looking like Snoop Dogg. But no, that's what I was saying. Like, that's what opens the doors. Because that's how I met a lot of the men that came in my life. I ain't going to say too much on that. But, you have to get the stuff from somewhere. So it opens a lot of doors, because I'm not really the one to be fornicating with nobody. Like, don't touch me. So the devil know how to play on me through different things. That's why I stopped drinking like that. Man, I was getting towed up. Like, I was getting towed up to the point I was showing up to work on Friday because I go to ladies' night on Thursday. And then I had to be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning. Mind you, catch like 2 buses in the snow, get all whatever. And I'd be hung over, like, oh my God. And then we'll have a meeting, and that's when we have to wear the mask, it was through pandemic. So, it's hot in the office because it's cold outside. So, we got the meeting on the Zoom and stuff, and I'm sitting there with the mask. I'm about to vomit all over myself, and I'm telling my coworker, like, oh my God, I'm sick. I'm telling him, like, oh Lord. And then, the boss, she's just sitting on there like, Marie, are you okay? She was like, am I boring you? But I'm sitting there like trying not to throw up in my mouth. I'm like, no, I actually got to use the bathroom. I got to use. She was like, oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead. So I went in there and was like, because I had been drinking Apple Crown like all night for ladies' night. So I was like, oh, I don't even know why I did that. I had to get up the next day. You know what I'm saying? So I was allowing that door to open a lot of doors that it shouldn't have been opening for me. And know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's why I get on here. I don't be trying to act like I'm perfect. I'm better than nobody, because I didn't have my days too, but I'm just trying to get out them days and get out that loop so I can do better and move to where I'm trying to go to. So y'all see all my little stuff. So that's why I say, man, I done came a long way. God is good. God is good. And they was gonna hire me for that job and everything. God still blessed me to do taxes, everything. So yeah, I used to be at ladies' night. I was not missing a ladies' night, especially with the DJ. He was the one DJing. So I'm like, I'm gonna come up here and be nosy and look around, be a stalker. So yeah, so I'm just happy they didn't get me or fire me or nothing like this lady, but I still was doing my job. So that's why I say a lot of things be affecting the stuff that we be doing, and we don't think it's really affecting us in real life. That's why like people telling me you need to humble yourself. Like I'm one of the realest people I know. I ain't got time to be lying. Lying for what? Shoot, I want to know what's going on. But yes, y'all. Y'all let me know. What is y'all opinion? Do y'all think that the 10 Commandments should be re-implemented into the schools now, in the future, or whatever? Do y'all think it's necessary, or should we be learning that at home, Bible study, and the moral police should be your parents and people that you know to let you know not to be doing certain things that should be common sense, but also need to be taught to us.
Fuck school. School's a scam.
It is not a scam. If you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, it's a scam. If you try to do something else, you was like doing cosmetology. I'd rather for you to go to school and learn not to burn my scalp out than just getting up in there acting like you know what you're doing. No, please go to school. Please go to school. So my princess. Like it all depends on what degree, what you're trying to do. Because doctors and lawyers and people of that nature, they definitely need to be going happy ass to school. Like I don't want you just pulling out a scalpel trying to use me as your first patient. Like I'm going to do open heart surgery on you.
Just imagine having a smart ass doctor, right? They got their master's degree and evil as shit.
Yeah, they exist every day.
They need Jesus. They need the Bible. Don't not take.
They exist every day.
Please, let me do. Please.
She said, "What if you have a doctor that has their master's degree? What they get?" And they still an evil being. Like you got to watch American Greed.
They get that. You know what I'm saying?
They had a dentist.
They need the Bible. They need it.
No, they needed.
Don't do it. Hey. Operate on this person properly.
They even have something that goes beyond the Bible. No, they have something that goes beyond the Bible. They sign something that says they're not supposed to be doing malpractice on patients. Exactly. So why would they give a damn about the Bible? You just went through 8 years of school, and this is your license. You would lose your license if you do not do this. So why would a doctor or lawyer, and most of them thinking that they are God themselves, that they have the power of life and death because they're a doctor? Exactly. So they do not apprehend to the Bible. They apprehend to the Hipparchus corpus or whatever, the little snake, the cross with the snake on it, to say this is what I'm going to do as far as being a medical professional. Okay. How many of those people will go through that? No. Oh no, go ahead. You know what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm actually. Would you rather have someone perform on you that was a Christian or a Satanist? And if your life was in danger, you have to go to the hospital. Would you rather have your doctor be a Satanist or a Christian? Who would you trust with your life you in your last moments?
Okay.
Real shit.
So the question is, if I'm asking them so they can see. So the question is, if I was in an emergency or need somebody to operate on me, right? Medical attention. Would I want a Christian or a Satanist, somebody that believes in Satan, to operate on me?
Fuck about the Bible.
First of all, you got Satanists that operate on you every day.
Right. So who would you prefer, though? That's what I'm asking you.
I don't know what they gonna do. They can. Of course, I want somebody that believes in God.
Who don't give a fuck.
Actually, I believe in God, but if they're actually a doctor, they believe in the medicine and the money.
You want a doctor who gives a fuck, or do you want a doctor who don't give a fuck? Do you want a doctor who give a fuck about your life?
Who wants a doctor that don't want to help them?
So that's what the Bible's for. Implement.
But the Bible does not work in the medical field.
It do. It is still morals and people in the medical field.
It wouldn't be no doctors.
Come on, bro.
It wouldn't be no doctors because they're there for the money. They're heart surgeons for the money. That some of them, like I said, don't even believe it. No, you don't. You're doing
no doctor. Evil.
So you have to have good morals and standards and ethics to work on somebody. No, you don't.
Evil and shit.
They gonna do it because there's their job.
Who believe in God, like it's all kind of people. Like
yes, everything you do is evil and good people. You don't know who working on you. Could have had somebody that was evil working on you. They don't give a damn about the person. They don't care about the human. They care about they finna get paid for this surgery. I just told you. Who did I say?
Someone who gives a shit, right?
Who wants somebody who don't give a damn to work on their taxes, to teach their children? But it happens every day like it do. What are you talking about? People send their kids to school where it's child molesters every day. What are you talking about? And if they care, they will homeschool their children because you don't know what these people have in their heart. Only God do. So I want them to do their job. That's what I want them to do. That's why sometimes they could be evil and still do their job.
It's not gonna happen.
Yes, it happens every day. So you telling me there's no doctors that don't believe in God, that don't perform the services on their patients?
So many people dying.
Because a lot of people don't take care of themselves before they get to the doctor.
Like, oh, what's wrong with you?
A lot of people don't. The reason why a lot of us are dying is because a lot of us don't take care of ourselves before we get to the doctor. That's why we have high blood pressure. That's why we got diabetes, because we like sugar and salt and candy and drink alcohol.
I'm talking about the doctors.
But you asked me a question. Why? But it's doctors working every day. They there for a check.
You're going to stick the bitch up like,
and then
you're fine. Get out my face.
Okay, then you get a new doctor, right?
You got to come with a Christian doctor who actually give a fuck, gonna run them tests.
Then you get a new doctor, right?
Then you come across a Christian doctor who's gonna
who said they had to be a Christian?
Because
you have people with morals and ethics. They could be an Israelite. They could be a Jewish person. Just because they believe in Christ don't mean that they gonna do you good either. The same people that killed Christ was Christians. Judas was his people.
He wasn't a Christian. He was what's that called? A betrayer.
He still was one of his people before he betrayed them.
That was people.
So that's what I'm saying. Yes, people be having underlying conditions and using drugs and withhold that info, which impacts their lives until the knife. Yes, facts.
The fruit of your tree is going to
judge them by the fruit of their person.
If you're a good person, it's going to show. If you're a bad person, that's going to show. Well, at the end of the day, you can say you're a Christian, but if you're doing fucked up shit, you tell people they back, you're not no Christian. I don't give a fuck. We talking about Judas and all that shit. He wasn't no Christian.
Exactly.
He was a fraud.
Exactly. So I'm telling you that when I go to the hospital, none of them have a tag that say Christian. They have a tag that say physician. They have a tag that say RN. Right. None of them are running around saying, I'm a child of God. You're in there to get a service.
What we can tell by the fruits of their labor. The doctor who's a Christian is going to run tests, is going to really genuinely care about your health.
No.
The doctors who don't give a fuck about God, they're gonna look at you sick and tell you you're depressed.
A person that cares about their job and their patients is going to do what they're supposed to do. What you talking about? What you really saying?
People don't give a shit whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a cop, a judge, where the fuck you think you
don't give a evil people don't give a damn about what? Money?
Name tag don't mean shit.
Money? You saying I can't get, if I'm a lawyer and I don't believe in God, I can't get my client off and win a case because I don't believe in God.
You said what? You said what?
I say what?
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
You talking about being a Christian. So what I'm saying is, you're telling me a lawyer that does not believe in God, cannot help his client get off and win a case because he does not believe in God. Only the Christian lawyers do that. Only the Christian doctors will help their patients.
He might if he give a fuck that day.
So all the doctors that then ever helped you has been Christian.
Hell no. The fuck?
So if the doctors, if doctors that have helped you have not been Christian, what are you saying? Like I said, when you're using those examples,
installing values in someone, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying.
And what I'm saying, I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying the morals and values should come from home before they come from school. Yes, they should be reiterated at school. Right. But for beginning, you should be teaching your children not to steal, not to kill.
But what if you can't get it at home? What's wrong with getting it from school? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you can't get it from home. Some people can't get it from home.
So where are they going to get it from?
It's nothing wrong with getting positivity from school. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not saying that. That's not even what I'm. That's not what I said at all.
It's positive. It's nothing negative. It's not going to hurt you or kill you.
Exactly. Because it was in the school before. But at this day and age, where these kids don't even listen to their own parents, where they're killing each other over cell phones.
One thing I'm saying, if you take him out of school, we're fucked.
It's been out of the school. That's why we are fucked. That's what I'm saying. I guess if America stands on in God we trust, why we should ashamed of the commandments of God? Yes, it should be in the schools. See, that's what I say. It's all everybody's opinion. All doctors, regardless of their passion, they are motivated by the money.
She like, oh my,
MH Solution says, I want the person that's going to save my life. Exactly. I want the person that's going to save my life.
Only Jesus could save you.
Your average logical thinker says, and their reputation.
Human can't save. Only God can save.
Facts. Well,
make that right, doggy.
Lay there and not get the operation. Because God sends people with hands. Sometimes you don't even be awoke to trust somebody. Sometimes you might be in a car accident. You might be in, exactly. So that got to happen before the accident. Right. It can't happen. I can't be like, oh, I hope I get a Christian doctor. No, I got to already be praying that over my life. So if anything happened, I got to have a car accident, be knocked out, don't know what's going on. They got to rush me to the hospital. I've already prayed that if anything happened to me, please, Lord, have somebody that care about me and want to save my life.
Christians not going to make sure you straight.
So there's Christians out here stealing from each other.
That's not a Christian.
It's Christian out. Exactly.
That's a hypocrite.
Exactly. So the Christian and the hospital has nothing to do with it. Because like I said, I'm calling myself a doctor, not a Christian. You're calling them Christians.
It's like me saying, oh, there's some doctors out here doing malpractice. You're not a doctor, boo-boo.
There you go. Now you get what I'm saying.
Right, so
now you get what I'm saying.
Christians are good people.
If doctors are committing malpractice, they're not even true to who they are as a doctor, right? So if you're out here even worried about being a doctor who gonna save me, you're not a Christian because you don't have to believe in Jesus from John. I don't give a damn if that nigga, him, her, work on me. I know that God is gonna make sure I'm good at the end of the day. I'm gonna, even if they believe in the devil, it's something that's gonna work out in my favor that God gonna make sure I'm good. I'm good. I'm good because God works through people.
They believe that devil, they gonna want to see. They like.
But God can overcome that. He can overcome that with my prayer. And I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Stop. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
They believe in the devil, and they believe in some like negative shit. Like negative. They're not going to see the best for you.
Your average logical thinker said Judas was the treasurer and he did his job well. He betrayed Jesus and had a moment, but he did his job well. Jesus didn't worry about him. Exactly. He already knew he was going to be betrayed. He told them. He didn't worry about none of that. He was like, one of y'all is going to betray me. One of y'all is a traitor. One of y'all ain't a Christian, right? He already said that. And he went about his business as usual. Because it's already written. I don't have time to be worried about who doing this and who worshiping that. I need a surgery today. I already prayed to God. Jesus already got me. So regardless of what's going to happen, I'm good. If I'm a real Christian, right, that means I'm a believer. I'm a believer no matter what. No matter who got the scalpel in their hand. I'm a believer. Right. I'm a believe God is over everything, right. And God will control what's going to happen in this surgery room.
You don't believe God wants to send the right person.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even finna worry about it from jump.
Right.
I'm good. I'm good. So if I'm worrying, if I don't believe that God is gonna make sure He sends somebody to save me, then I'm Judas already because I'm already against God. So that's why I said, why does it back? They're there to do their job. That's what God sent them down here to do. God's hands is not reaching. Oh, let me save you. No, He's gonna send people that's gonna make sure you good. Now, it's up to you in your life sometimes to be like, hey, who did God send them or the devil send them? That's discernment. That's discernment. That's discernment. We are here to do our purpose and assignment. What is that? Your average logical thinker says stealing, but rather using the money to set him up. Yeah, when he could have just rolled with Jesus. Like, yeah, he doing miracles. He out here, clearing up leprosy. Who am I? For real.
I'm a female.
You were just over here trying to say all type of stuff. That's what I'm saying. Opening door. Go. She probably on the lesbian stuff.
You not lesbian puppy.
Your average logical thinker said, I said to say you can do your job well and still fall victim to the devil. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. I still have a good surgery and you still go home and put your pentagram on the floor.
This hurts.
What hurt? Sitting in the chair? Your average logical thinker said, I work with one of the best on gene doctors who got arrested in front of me. Yes, Princess been acting up. She been doing the most. Bless you. She been doing the most up in here. Stop. Have me sounding like I'm slapping you or something. Stop. So yeah, that's what my friend had came. She was saying I was looking too plain and natural. She like, you need to get your nails done, girl. You look at your hair.
I said you're so fucking beautiful.
I'm like, I'm trying to get this stuff.
Because you're just so beautiful.
I'm trying to get.
I just want to enhance it, like
shake all this off.
You a bad bitch. Period.
You want some water or something? Some 7-Up? Gatorade. Yeah, I don't know what the heck. So fat ass out the way. Jump myself in the shower.
I'm gonna go to the grill, which I don't want to. I want to play with him. I need to play with me. Play a little cat mouse game.
Who? Your friend? Your man?
Oh, my little stupid nigga. I'm gonna bite you. I said, are you mad at me, stupid nigga? I'm gonna bite you.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Stop. Like, no, I'm mad.
Stop. Go sit down. Go sit down.
Ooh, I'm gonna bite you.
Yeah, right.
That's a pig.
Yeah, right. Like I said. She knows what's good for her.
How old is she?
4 years old. She turned 4 in January.
She looked at you like, no, you didn't.
Yeah, they do that when company come over here. She been doing the most. Like, sit down. You doing too much. But you know, I usually do it in my car, so I'm just out here today.
What she doing?
She said, your average logical thinker said, she said you a baddie, period. Let's enhance what your mama gave you. Yeah. What a mukbang. Well, I hope not a crab broil or whatever. I don't eat that. I don't be eating no damn crab broil. Oh, yeah, she be having plenty food. I be seeing her on TikTok. Her stuff be stacked up. I don't think she just be talking more than she eats.
Look at the food like.
Yeah, she had breakfast one time. I was saying she had like big eggs, waffles, like it was a big old platter. It's like that big drink she got. I was like, oh Lord, I couldn't eat half of that. No, she just be sitting there talking and yapping. That's what I like on TikTok. That's what mainly they be doing, just be eating food and stuff. I don't got enough. I don't think I got enough followers or subscribers over there yet. But it's been people following me for some reason. But yeah, Frank, you know, I agree. Like I said, I think they should implemented it a minute ago because they do have in God we trust on the money. That's why I say everything's supposed to be church and state separate, but somehow the church and the state always seem to intertwine with each other. You know, when these presidential elect, when these politicians get through, why they always going to the church? Like that's the first place they going to the church. And no, they over there pandering our people. Even Donald Trump just made an ad. He just posted something talking about, I know you Christians, why don't y'all come out and vote just this one time? Why don't you Christians just come and vote? I seen on TikTok, I'm like, Donald Trump is doing the most. Someone, come on, Christians, just come on and vote one time. I don't know, probably 80. Shoot. Donald Trump, I think he's in his 60s or something. But the thing is, just like, you know, my friend was just saying, if you a believer in Christ, that is your savior. We ain't voting for no president and all that. We vote for Jesus. Is Jesus on the ballot? Is Jesus the Christ on the ballot? Because y'all gonna do what y'all want to do no matter who the president, you know. But God is over everything. So yeah, it's just crazy to me that all of this stuff be intertwined and they try to act like it's not intertwined at the same time doing chaos and confusion, doing the devil's work. So God is over everything and everyone. That's why I say it just is crazy to me. Like, girl, just like I said with Kamala Harris, like, why are you begging me for some money? Lady, I need some money. Cash app me something. What you mean for your presidential campaign? You know doggone well you ain't gonna win and you shouldn't be begging us for nothing. All right? Especially when you saying you're not gonna do it. Thank you. There you go. They control what's going in and out. So what is the problem? I don't even get to politics. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. So that's why Donald Trump was like, Christians, come on out. Because if you're a Christian, you don't give a dang about no election. You let them heathens do what they gonna do. Because God was here before they came along and created this democracy. He gonna be here after, enduring. So that's why I just use it as entertainment. If I do indulge in it, it's just entertainment because at the end of the day, they gonna do what they want to do, and God over everything. And if you really want to think about it, they're really controlled by the higher ups. Yeah, the princes and principalities. Way up. But we wrestle not with flesh and blood. Yeah, the fallen angels that came here to tell them the knowledge and the wisdom of life, or how to make guns and weapons and medicine and all the stuff that control us. They got the spirits of the being, the powers that be. The powers that goddamn be. God is over the devil. Yeah, he the one who sends the devil to go. He sent him to mess with Job. You know what's going on here? He asked him, where you coming from? He said, coming from here and fro. And he said, he the one who sent the devil onto Job. And he said, you gonna break Job. I bet you gonna break him. So God is good all the time. God over everything. So I guess we're gonna have to try to do this debate another time. Like I said, I was reading out of Exodus 20. I don't know if you guys have read it. Nope, I didn't. What does it say? Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not have any God before him. Oh, that's so easy. That's not all. It's like 3 pages. That's just the beginning. Now ask me, now tell me, thou shalt not fornicate. Now that's hard. Girl, that is a God. So you already easing it. That can't be hard. That means that you're putting something before God. God over everything. No, you're supposed to be able to have discipline and suppress that. That means that you are putting. You first of all, you worshiping Satan. Why people act like they're worshiping Satan? Because Satan is about self-love. and self-gratification and self, and self, me. People think it's about worshiping the devil. No, the devil was about self. He wanted to take over what God had. So he wanted to be God. And that's what we do. We want to be God. We want to make our own decisions and want to do this and say, oh, I can just fornicate and nothing will go wrong. Everything will be all good.
I don't fornicate, but I'm saying it's hard not to.
It ain't hard not to. That means that's what you want to do. That's what's in your heart. It shouldn't be hard not to fornicate. You have a lust demon inside of you. See, that's what I'm saying. Now you're saying nobody's perfect, but you know what's causing your havoc in your life.
Hormones.
No, it ain't hormones. It's self-discipline. Even if you get married, it ain't gonna cure what's going on because you didn't help it before you got cured. You just getting married just to have sex. It's good to marry than to burn.
Yeah.
But no, if you getting married for the wrong intentions, it ain't gonna work out. Because you just getting married to fulfill your loins, your lustful desires. You're not there to be nobody helpmate. You're not fulfilling what the Bible telling you to do. You're there to be like, well, I got a man who can say something now. I ain't sending out because I got a husband. But then that husband, you're not going to be satisfied. So you're going to try to still go outside that marriage because you still ain't tended to the lust demon that's inside of you. So you got to push discipline. Discipline. So if you can't go without doing it or having one person now, how you gonna do it when you're married? Yeah, one person that wasn't your husband. One person that wasn't your husband. That's what I'm saying. So you're not satisfied. That is the whole purpose. Yeah, just like he told the woman by the well. Where's your 5 husbands at? Where they at? Where they at? What Jesus say to the woman by the well? Yeah, I've been doing plenty Bible study. But yeah. Like, where's they at? Like, you making it like it's a game, but it's real. And we be sitting here burning in hell, and we wonder why we in hell on earth. That's why I say I don't got time. I got enough sins. I got enough to try to control and be disciplined for. Rather than that, because that's only inviting more souls and more energy. Mount Vernon Baptist Church on 18th and North Avenue. So that's why I say no games to be played. You're going to learn a lot. They got Bible study at 10 a.m. 11 a.m. is church service. Every Sunday. Next Sunday. They got Bible study on Wednesday. Yeah. So that's why I say learning. But that's why I say people be trying to be funny, but no, this is real. This is real. True. That's why I say this is real. God is not to be mocked. Exactly. And we living in it right now. We living in hell. We living in it right now. Like I said, my mama got beat up, left for dead. You know what I'm saying? My son got kidnapped. That's why I had to start praying and praying and praying to get these demons out of my life that I have caused. So I've been breaking bridges, burning bridges so I can get closer to God. Like I said, I've been on here saying I need to stop cursing. You know, it's a lot of discipline. But if you're not willing participant, if you sitting there talking about a Christian is somebody who's not a believer, then yeah, you're going to say, I can't control my vagina. I can't control my weed habit. I can't control my drinking. I can't control my shopping addiction. I can't control my pills popping perks. I can't control it. I can't control exercising. I can't control idolizing my body and going to a Planet Fitness every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say people think it's just one general sin. No, it's a lot of stuff that we doing that is satanic, and we worshiping ourselves. Masturbation, we worshiping ourselves. We self-gratification. We putting everything before God. God says have a sober mind. So I be trying to have a sober mind, but just like you said, it be disciplined. I got my own demons to fight. My demons ain't fornication. I try to stay away from that demon because that can lead down to a road of goddamn destruction. Okay? So that's why I say, even with drugs, alcohol, gateway drug, that's what they used to tell you back in school, right? The gateway drug. We talking about schools and helping y'all. We had the crime dog telling us not to smoke. You know what I'm saying? This is your brain on drugs, putting an egg in a frying pan, right? But yet, some of us still indulged in the addiction because we didn't know about generational curses. We didn't know about curses in our bloodlines and addictions and sins and how the things will come out in the children. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta fight even harder and pray even harder. Hey, Mike, nice. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing this afternoon? We gotta fight even harder. Your average audience said, yeah, we got real spiritual warfare happening. It is real, yes. That's why I say it ain't funny to me. Like when that stuff happened to my mama and these demons around Milwaukee, Wisconsin was playing with my mama and my son with all this revenge and talking about they wanted me up out that house. I'm like, who is they? Like everybody connected from out there in the Hunnits and Brown Deer, all these people that want to see me homeless. That's why I say God is good. I'm going to get my stuff together and I'm going to use my Section 8 voucher to buy me a house because don't nobody stop nothing. God over everything. God over everything, man. God over everything. Like I didn't have so many people around that act like they was for me and really was on something else. It'd be crazy. I'd be like, oh my God. So that's why I try to keep it real. People like you, the police, you've been sent from somebody to try to, set me up, see where I live at, what's going on. So that's why I try to stay away from the fornication sin because all sins are the same. The only sin that God really don't like is you not believing in God and unaliving yourself. Because like I said, no matter what I went through, I never one time wanted to commit, unalive myself. I did not want to commit suicide. Like, oh, okay, my mama, they illegally put me out 3 months later out my house, kidnapped my son, motherfuckers watching me on Facebook, jealous as hell of every move I make, like I said, when my friend Big Mook was like, yeah, they been wanting you out that house for a couple of years. I was like, yeah. But God is over everything. Now, you know where I stay. In about 6 months from now, I'm going to be up out of here, moving around. So everything going to work out for the good God. That's why I read my Bible regardless of what's going on. Because even if I'm drunk, blind, dumb, or crazy, I'm still supposed to believe in God. I'm still supposed to open up my Bible so I can start getting the discipline. I can't be running away and be like, well, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do and never even talk to God, never open the Bible, never read a scripture, never fast, don't do nothing. How am I going to get to where I need to go? I ain't going to just keep living in the sin. Well, it is what it is. Hell no, because I got to get what God got for me. What's done on earth going to be done in heaven. And God said he got a matching for me. So let me get there, because haters going to hate. But they ain't going to stop nothing God got for me. It might get delayed in the spirit realm, but God got something better for me. They like, oh, they wanted you out there. I don't give a damn about this house. I don't own this house. This ain't my house. I done had 2 different landlords, 5 different goddamn neighbors since I've been here. U.S. Marshals then ran up in here. Like, I gotta go. Like I told y'all, I ain't been more safer in my apartments than I was living on 9th Street. So God got a blessing with my name on it. He always do. Always. So God is good. Your average logical thinker said a lot of still indulge too because we did what we saw rather than what we was told. Their program ain't stop nothing. Exactly. That's why I keep saying about the 10 commandments in the school. Like, if you gonna be disobedient to your parents, it don't matter where we put these goddamn rules at. This is what you gonna do. And then as you get older, you're gonna keep on going in that direction, saying, well, who gonna judge me? Who gonna say something? You know, so that's why I be like, I'm good. Sometimes I gotta stop doing what I'm doing, and I ain't gonna be peer pressure to do nothing else. I don't give a damn if somebody think I'm a hypocrite or not. Like, yes, I tell the truth. I'm riding the fence. I'm lukewarm. God didn't spit me out. Shoot, I done went through a lot. I'm surprised I ain't no goddamn cracking hair run right now. Shit. So if I happen to backslide, because God is married to the backslider, but I'm still gonna get up and try to do my Bible study, read my Bible, do what I can, be disciplined in the areas that I can, and work on the other so I can heal and grow. Because it's levels I gotta get to. It's places I gotta go. Shoot, like I said, I'm trying to become an enrolled agent. I'm trying to work for the IRS. I can't do that doing the stuff I used to do when I was in my 20s, doing the same thing I was doing in my 30s. Because if you keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results, that's called insanity. So if I'm like, well, I got to get up and do this, I ain't no. I'm still gonna pay my rent and I'm gonna sit here and be broke. I ain't gonna have no money, but I'm gonna have a house. I'm gonna put gas in my car and let it sit. I ain't gotta ride all to go where to do what. You know what I'm saying? I'm finishing my classes for my tax credits. So when the devil thought he was destroying me, he was actually doing God's plan. And that's what I love about life. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even know I was going to make it. I'm like, oh my God. And then he brought me people to help me. He brought me help because they seen how strong I was. Then I stuck to what I said I was going to do. I was going to move within them 45 days to get put up out my house in 2-degree weather, living in my car. And I got me a little studio apartment. Shoot, I ain't got no more kids. It's just me and Miguel. Miguel grown as enough. And when he get his life together, I'm going to give him the keys and walk up out of here. Like I said, I don't never sit nowhere and act like I'm perfect. That's why I don't understand why people try to humble me. Don't humble me. You're going to bring out the beast in me. Now you're going to see how I really work. Now you're going to be jealous of what I'm doing and how she still doing taxes. How she doing this? Because you're not God. You're not stopping nothing that God has already written when I came out of my mama's vagina. This is already who I'm supposed to be. Just like you are already who you're supposed to be. But if you allow the sin and the devil to stop your purpose because you don't see yourself being better, you don't see yourself being at the top of the mountain, that don't have nothing to do with what God, he already gave you the free will and the choice. So I'm choosing not to indulge in the BS. And sometimes people get cut off. Sometimes you lose people. But when you tracing God and Jesus, that's just how it is. And you can't beat the peer pressure. You got to be like, hey. And it should be celebrated, but it ain't because you still surrounded by the people that have not stopped doing what you used to do. So they going to look at you like, well, you was doing this, you doing that. No, they're not. They're trying to keep you in the barrel. That's where I say that's where the crabs in the barrel come from. When you trying to get out, when you trying to do better, when you trying to stop, like your average logical thinker said, the stuff that we've seen from our parents or other people are just, living life. And we try to stop it, but it's going to happen anyway. So we got to live and grow from it. But yeah, MHM Battery Solutions said discipline should be celebrated and should be achievement. But it's not. It's looked at as, oh, who you think you is? You think you better than everybody? You judging me? That be the main thing that people want to say. It's like, no, you can just get away from me because I'm working towards something. I don't want to stop you from doing whatever you're doing because we all are in our certain process of trying to get to Jesus and God if that's what we're really trying to do. Everybody's not on step 5. Some of us just got to step 2. Some of us on step 20. Some of us then graduated out the program. So that's when the judging is supposed to not come in. When I'm trying to get good with God and I'm trying to leave all this stuff behind, like he said, that's what's supposed. Okay, girl, look at you. Okay, you don't smoke weed no more. You don't drink like that, but I ain't seen you in the club in 10 years. No, that's she thinks she better. Or she go to church now. Or she don't drink no more. Oh, look at her. She went and got her kids back from CPS. This bitch just thinks she all that. Like, what the, like, why you can't be happy for me? Because I'm getting up out that life. And then you have to stand on the outside and get, survivor's guilt because you see that they're still stuck in the hole and you're out. And you like, I'm not finna go back over because if you try to reach back in the hole and get them, they might pull you back in there. And that's why a lot of celebrities and people don't come back to the hood. They don't come back because it ain't no love. It ain't no congratulations. Ain't no, oh yeah, it's a lot of jealousy and envy of the people that didn't make it out, and some of them didn't even want to do the hard work or the discipline or the sacrifice to get out. You don't know what them people did to get up out of here, to get out this hell hole that we call hell on earth. But they would throw it out. Your advertisers, they said, testify. Your advertisers said, yeah, keep that beast at the babery. God knows the truth, and that's all that matters. Amen. Like, for real. Like, like, seriously, you got to discipline. Like, that's why I learned that at my church. Because I used to always wonder why my pastor, Pastor Jackson, always had us say, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied because words have power, right? Life and death is in the tongue. So if I'm sitting around calling myself broke, I'm gonna be broke. No, I'm in between blessings. I ain't got paid yet. God got me. You know, like I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with not having sex. I'm satisfied with not smoking weed. I'm satisfied with not getting drunk. I'm satisfied with the clothes I got on my back. I don't gotta go shopping. I'm satisfied with not going to that slot machine and putting my rent money in there till I ain't got nothing. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get it. I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with just sitting in my house reading my Bible. Nobody around, me and God, just me and God doing us. I'm satisfied. What's wrong with that? I gotta be out here in the hustle and the bustle and out here with random people. No, I'm good. I'm satisfied. So that's what I learned that my church. Like, I want to get closer to the Lord no matter what that looks like to the outside world. I'm working on myself. I ain't judging you where you at. Like I said, I might be on step 2, you on step 5, they on step 20, and that person ain't graduated. Now I'm trying to get to graduation. But the whole time I'm trying to get to graduation, people, oh, what you doing? Remember you used to be at the strip club? Remember you used to be doing this? Yeah, I remember. That's why I'm trying to get to God, because I don't want to go back there. I don't want to be there. That might be what you want to do. Hey, do what you gonna do. Just invite me when you going out to eat or something. And just respect where I'm headed, because I'm respecting where you at. And it should be celebrated and it should be appreciated. But it's like when you say that you want to read the Bible and get with God, it's like people think you're supposed to change overnight. Ooh. Nope, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I just with the Lord. But then when you talk to them about what their sins and what they do, oh, I can't, I don't think I can stop doing that. But as soon as I say I'm baptized, I'm saved, you want me to be perfect the next second. Well, why you still doing this? And why you still cussing? Well, why you still went to the bar? Because I'm trying to get it out my system. I'm trying to get it out my system. Maybe I used to go to the bar every day. Now I only go once a week. Now I only go once a month. That's why it's called, when you a addict or addiction, they tell you all the time, you're going to always be an addict. That's why they had a 12-step program. And one of those steps is to go back and tell the people, because when you on drugs and alcohol and stuff, you be out here messing people over. You be out here talking to people crazy. You be disrespectful. You be doing a whole lot that you didn't know that you was doing. So one of the steps is to go back and apologize to those people in your life that you might have hurt or did something to while you was under the influence, because you don't know. Because God says you need to have a sober mind, because those are those demons tormenting you. You don't know what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? Your average doctor thinker said, and the last step is to carry the message. Exactly. So that's why I say I just don't be talking out the side of my neck. I talk from experience. And I got that. I never been in the 12-step program, but I have a very close friend who graduated out of the 12-step program, and now he's an addiction counselor. Now he works with people, helping them. Like she said, that's the last step, is you carrying the message. Like I said the other day, people can speak about being sober all the time. We ain't even got to talk about God. We can talk about people, brag, oh, I'm sober, I don't do this. Okay, what you doing with that sobriety, though? Are you helping other people become sober? Are you being judgmental? Are you being cynical and petty? Like, why do I need to know that you're sober? What's going on here? Why do I need to know you're a Christian if you ain't out here handing out sandwiches and reading the word of God and doing what you're supposed to do for God? Why are you telling me about it? Go tell the people, because God he's not here. He using us to be his hands, his mouth, his ears, and everything else. So when you see somebody hungry, you feed them. When you see somebody that might need a place to stay, maybe you don't want them in your house, but hey, maybe I can come up with some hotel money for the night. Maybe I can get you a blanket. When I see kids and stuff out here need book bags, I can just go get stuff from Walmart and give it to them without looking for something back. That's what we talking about earlier about the 10 Commandments. Let's go deeper. What about helping each other? What about humanity? We don't got none of that. We got too many people out here trying to lie, plot, and scheme against each other, and then cry victim. Well, nobody there to help me. Don't nobody care. No, you don't care about yourself, because it starts with self first. You got to love your stuff. You can't steal from yourself. You can't harm yourself. You giving everything to everybody else, that's stealing from you. Now you ain't got nothing. Now you got to figure it out. So that's just me going off on my rant. But yes, y'all, Your average logical thinker said anybody can benefit from working the 12 steps. It brought me closer to God. No cap. I believe it. I believe it. Because I was going to try. I'm like, shoot, that might be my next process because I might need to surround myself with people that's actually trying to get to that process. That might be like MH Mastery Solutions says where you get that, appreciation, that accomplishment. That's why they give you coins and things to say, hey, you made it, even if it's 1 day, 30 days, 60 days. You made it. That's why I say, like, it don't matter what level you on, at least you're trying to get closer to God. Maybe you a baby Christian right now. A lot of them, they've been in the church for years. Their parents grew up in a church. You're not going to be on their level. You probably never even grew up in a Christian household or anybody, but you heard about Jesus. You heard about this good man that came to spread the gospel, that spread miracles, and you want to know who Jesus is, and you want to come to church, So, and when you go through that, like I said, you get helped out. And that's why I say we go to Bible study, you learn, you grow. I don't know everything about the Bible. I might be saying something incorrect right now. That's why I have a chat. That's why I ask y'all questions and we go through the Bible and we learn together. Because I'm not sitting up here acting like I'm the teacher, I'm the know-all, because I'm not. Because like I told y'all, I've been in church since I was 3, but I remember my Easter speech before I remember scriptures. But I know right from wrong. I know not to, like my friend was saying, I know not to steal, kill, and do nothing to nobody because it ain't that serious. I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me, so I'm not going to do it to you. I can put myself in somebody else's shoes, be empathetic, but a lot of people cannot. They have let life scar them. They blame God. They blame everybody else instead of saying, you know what, I need to heal within because it ain't about me right now. But yeah, I'm happy that it brought you closer. But yeah, that's a good friend of mine. Like I said, he was going through a lot, and we used to sit at my friend's table, and we used to have morning meetings. Him and this other girl, and they end up graduating, going to MATC, which is a technical college. They sent me a picture like, Marie, you were supposed to be here, because like I said, when we all said that's where we got the God over everything at, and that was back in like 2014 or something, 2013. And we created the God over everything because we all sat down and we didn't know that we all came from a Christian, / Baptist background. And it was crazy. And then, we made a pact like we gonna do this and we're gonna get our lives together. We gonna get better. And that's what everybody did. And he went to the 12-step program. He went to MATC. She did the same thing. Like, it was awesome. So that's what I say. Like, I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm here to let people know what's my journey and how I'm getting closer to God and how I'm getting closer to Jesus. Like I said, I'm lukewarm. God didn't spit me out. I'm trying to get back in the graces and the mercy of God and get disciplined in the things that lead me to my destruction, because it ain't always about the people around me. It's about myself. It's about why am I putting myself and my wants and my needs and what my flesh wants before God and what God wants for my purpose. So that's why I say I do what I do. But thank you, y'all. Thank y'all for stopping through. We're going to be back next Sunday. I'm going to have a different topic for y'all. And we're going to talk about it. But thank y'all for y'all real opinions. Like Frank said, he thinks that, the commandments should be in the school, and your average logical thinker said, yes, it's a process. So I'm just happy y'all showed up. Like I said, I wish Miss Cynthia would have came so we could have got down to the dirty with the prayer, worry, and the prophet. But hey, we gonna get that hopefully next week Sunday, y'all. MH Sister said, but you definitely got a gift and you displaying your gift in front of the world, and we can all appreciate it. Well, thank you very much. I'm trying. I'ma get there. Like, I'ma get there. I'm trying to pull one of them Frank moves. Like, I want to make sure I'm 100%. Because I don't want y'all TD Jakes in me. I don't want y'all Tony Evans in me. I don't want nothing coming out. I want everybody to know we're none of bottom me like, oh, Marie, no, I done got rid of that. I done did that. I used to do that 10, 12 years ago. And this is what I'm on now. So that's why I say, y'all, bear with me. Let's do this. Take it step by step. And you know what I'm saying? Within a year from now, shoot, I might not be cussing, talking, doing nothing. Y'all be like, oh my God, what is she doing? Like, even not even wearing my little sundresses on here. Might be intriguing people, but God is good. Yes, A. Marie, you have a blessed night. Everybody have a soulful Sunday. And I'll see y'all again. Peace.